But you know, Mr. K, what some of them said when they came here was that having gone to the field, they campaigned. The feedback they got was the people told them, look, it's not just your grammar that we need. You need to do something.
In other words, poverty has been weaponized. How do they circumvent that?
That's still the point I'm trying to make now, that you can circumvent this fear. The fear they have now is how much money do they have to be able to build these structures. And I'm saying you can circumvent it by sensitizing. What did you think happened to Nnamdi Kanu and his airport? Did he go distributing money to those people? Sensitization. The people started buying the dream, buying the idea as their own, such that he issues instruction. Everybody obeys. He doesn't go distributing money to them. Not this word I'm saying, sensitization. You send a message that people want to hear, and they own that message. Okay. Once they begin to own that message, they begin to work for that particular message without you having to give them money.
Two things now. Now, you've spoken about the structure.
Yes.
The fisherman who was a ward chairman somewhere and replicating himself in several other states in that particular manner.
Yes.
It means that they would have contested election, they would have been entrenched, they're already there. Now, juxtapose that with someone who's coming new, who's coming to sensitize. If he targets 4 years or 3 years to do that, then the 4th year he throws his weight in the ring and tries to contest. While he does that, and this other fisherman person who is a ward chairman has access to funds, the World Council funds by that particular party, how will sensitization knock this fisherman off his perch?
When he's buying people, so to speak.
Good. Let me tell you, that fisherman, as a matter of fact, does not even get so much.
Oh.
I was talking to somebody during this last campaign. Well, I didn't want to bring my own experience, but then those days, to buy an attendee to a rally was about 1,500. If you just wanted, like, we want about 4,000 people, you make a provision for 1,500 per candidate. Now it has fallen. In short, somebody now told me that, you know, we waited from 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock when the candidate came. Do you know what they gave us? 300 naira. And the reason is that they kept it so that the candidate would go. Otherwise, if you give them that 300 naira before, then you meet an empty stadium. We agree that it plays a role. But what I'm saying is so insignificant. It's so insignificant that the whole idea is an identity of, I am ward chairman, I am ward secretary, and all of that. Not so much. If you look at those people, how much money do they even have? The man goes back to his tailoring work. He has what artist is doing. Politics does not give him money. So that if you give him a message, if you begin to set up what appears to be a platform, a structure between now, it takes time. So that is why they have to start now for the next 4 years. This idea of having to come close to the election, you speak good grammar. Yes, you speak good grammar. You should go to National Institute of International Affairs and speak grammar. We clap for you. You do very well when you go to Yaradua Center and deliver a lecture. Fairy speeches are not the same thing as campaign. So that is what they do not know. They feel so good. And by the time they finish that message to the elite, to you and I, the people who are voting are not you and I. If you look at the line, they are people in the villages and all of that. Nobody knows these people. One of the things I said on that particular day is that this, Mr. Obieze is a very good candidate. As a matter of fact, he is a very brilliant Nigerian. He's an inspiration to our daughters. But if she runs this election, and remember, if you play that, if she runs this election, she cannot get more than 30,000 votes. It may well be those who are in her ministry, since she was a good minister, and then maybe women from Chibok that will vote for her. Otherwise, there is no, if we call her name maybe in the villages, they will think she's a footballer or something. Sensitization. You have to be in the psyche of Nigerians. They have to know you. They have to feel you.
And that takes a while.
And it takes a while.
So eventually,
they now know you.
This came down to popularity contest.
That's what it is for now. It's popularity contest. Who is more popular? You notice that the people were even blackmailing you people in the media, that you are not giving them enough popularity, that you are only... This is what the people want. The people want to hear about Atiku and Buhari. But you see, some of you people now started trying them. One of your the television station had what a program they called the candidates. There were some of them that they brought. Some of those people, with due apologies, didn't look different from the town crier in my village. But they were looking for the position of a president. As a matter of fact, my own experience, there's a friend who met me sometime. He just came out of a tricycle and was trying to pay the man. And he saw me and said, barrister, I'm running. I said, running to where? He said he's running for presidency. I said, no, that cannot be correct. But he ran. He's probably one of the people that, the 70-something people that, he doesn't have a house. I'm even talking about, he has not even, but he just wants to be president. He's one of them.
All right, let's go to break. I'll come back to this in a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back. So if we take a look at the results as announced, for instance, we have Benga Olawepo Hashim of People's Trust. He used to be with PDP those days. He used to be the, I think, National Publicity Secretary. He then goes to People's Trust, candidate of, I think, ANN as well at the time. He polled 2,613 votes. And then you've got, even though they had some challenges, the SDP candidate, Donald Duke, he polled 34,746 votes. So people looking at this kind of ask, is our situation, political situation, ideal? Because these are people who ordinarily people should know about much more than even the new entrants. Yet, they didn't poll as much as people expected.
You see, like I told you, at this stage, the political engagement is, let me use that word again, a popularity contest, is who is known more. As a matter of fact, you are not just in the space of Nigerian voters, you are in their psyche. You are, the moment they mention your name, you know, somebody is going to say something about you. It's not an unknown, you cannot be an unknown quantity and hope to become Nigeria's president.
In other words, hiding under
the excuse of there was no money and all of that. So if there was no money, you should have known.
Would you advise them to forget about going for the president now?
Good. Start like House of Representatives, and if, for instance, you think you are popular and you have good ideas and all of that, this structure that I'm talking about, it is very costly and very tasking to do it nationwide. Develop it within your own small space.
Okay, so those are some of the results that they polled at the time.
Your own small space. Look at what happened to this guy in Anambra, in a place where ABGA is almost like it holds sway. And if, in the absence of ABGA, Anambra has always been a PDP state and all of that.
Is it the YPP senatorial candidate?
Good. He simply develops a structure around the place.
But that was a deep pocket.
You see, the point is that at least he was able to do that within this short period. No, the sensitization I'm talking about takes a long time. Yeah. But if you are associating it or if you are attributing it to his deep pocket, then he can do that within this short period by way of building this structure. But the important thing I'm trying to tell you now is that he won based on the structure that he put in place.
Now, individually, some of these, all these other contestants got about 800 and something thousand votes in all. What role do you think aligning...
You mean all of the candidates
all together? Of the candidates other than the two leading parties.
Okay.
Yeah. Invalid vote was 1 million plus.
And
1 million plus,
invalid votes even more than their own recorded votes. What kind of role do you think political alliances or coalitions, what kind of role could that have played in the fate of the younger political? Do you think they could have done any better if they did?
Yes, you see, if they got it right, at the point in time when they were being put together, unfortunately, the paradox of it all was that it was obvious the person that was trying to put them together. And a few weeks after, she picked up a ticket and was now going to contest. You know, you can imagine that contradiction. But again, if, for instance, they were able to sit together and now say, look, we know that each of us is qualified to be president by way of ambition or at least fantasy. But let us begin to see if we can allow Ayo go. When you get into the place, put a college In which case, we begin to bring all these beautiful ideas that we have about Nigeria and all of that. Ideas that are in the public space, no doubt. Because most of these ideas are the ideas that come from CSOs.
So that would help one day.
We need to go away.
Civil society organizations. So it's not like they are fresh ideas.
You know, we couldn't even exhaust the presidential results list.
Honestly.
We couldn't even exhaust it to
we
show
just
how
summed
much
it up, really.
that
will tell you the logistic nightmare that INEC had to go through.
All right, that's how far we can go. We thank you very much indeed for coming on, George AK. So this is a matter that we will look at in the days ahead as well. So thank you all for watching. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
And I'm Ayo Makinde.
Thank you. I'm Maokpe Ogun Yusuf.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.